All right, so this is step one. I just removed the tie down cleats from that corner and that corner and that corner and that corner. And here's all the cleats. And I just used a T30 here. Super easy, super straightforward. Took those off of there. Broke them loose, and then I just took the extension off and ran them out by hand. So I'm gonna have a toolbox here in this corner, but first I'm gonna do a spray-in bed liner, and then I've got the roll-up cargo bed liner or tonneau cover. So I'm gonna do a spray-in bed liner. Ultimately, I'm gonna put a carpet liner in the bottom, but first I want to do just a spray-in so that we don't have moisture sitting on the paint and the paint getting eroded away by the carpet or by a plastic if I switch to that. So we just want to protect the bed first by doing a spray liner. So got it all prepped up for that. All right, so step one was to remove all the tie down brackets in the bed of the truck. So now step two, I just took this instant detailer and cleaned everything out, and it didn't really seem like it when I started, but when you get to wiping these sidewalls down, there was a lot of dirt and just, who knows, it's probably never been cleaned. So now this truck's only got 2 weeks worth of use since I bought it, and you can already see how scratched up it's getting, and I could definitely see how in the long run you'd get through the paint completely to exposed metal. So step two here, wiping down the whole bed with a little instant detail and a terry cloth, getting it. Now I'm gonna rough up the paint with a little 200 grit sandpaper, just something really light to get the surface ready for the spray liner. All right, so it's an hour and 20 minutes later. I've got this all taped off. What I wound up doing was taking like a 3M sticker sheet and cutting out squares and covering up all my bed screw points so that if I want to access them, I can take like a hobby knife or something and just cut those little patches out, and I'll still be able to use all the screw points that I need. Now those ones are definitely going to be taken off as soon as I'm done, because that's where the toolbox is going to go. And then the ones where the cleats will be taken off right away. But it was having the tonneau cover already installed was, you know, definitely added to it. Taping that all off was definitely added to the time. It would have been easier if that wasn't there. And obviously taping off each and every one of those screw holes took up a lot more time, but you know, if I ever want to use them in the future, that will certainly make it a lot easier. All right, so it's probably fair to say I went a little overboard with the taping it off and the plastic, but I just really don't want to take any chances. This is the product I'm using here, this Raptor protective coating 2X or 2K, 10 times tougher. We'll see here, but I got the truck all taped off, and I'm gonna start painting. All right, I'm back. So the whole process took about 3 hours. Of course, I probably took longer than most will take. So I like taped off the, you know, where the tailgate closes here with a nice square. It didn't come out the best, but it came out pretty good. You know, I ran the line right where I thought it would, you know, scrapes and scratches might end. So this is all taped off. Here's over here where it meets up with the tailgate. It's all taped off. Now, these little square stickers, I'm gonna leave in over there because I'm not using those screw holes right now, but I'm putting the toolbox in over here. So I did remove those, and I like to remove the tape while the paint is still tacky. I think that works pretty good, and it did. It worked really good. Those are out over there. Those are out over there. I didn't tape where these plastic things insert. I just took them out and I just stuck them back in a minute ago. But so all the tape is off. It's drying. I'm super happy with it. So this was 2 cans. For the amount of time it takes to tape it all off and everything else, three is really what I would say you would want. And honestly, if I do, next time I do this, I'll probably do 4 cans, and I won't need like half the contents of the 4th. But you can see the tape line over there where I taped it off. Now, I kind of wanted that. I wanted the silver to run around, and again, I'm gonna put a carpet in the bottom. So there's a little bit of, you know, not perfect transition throughout there. But I was making sure to make the 2 cans last, and I definitely wanted to hit the tailgate hard. And it's gonna be covered up anyways. So I hit the sides and the front of the bed pretty hard. And I'll tell you, I'm happy with it. I really like it. I don't, if I had gone just a little bit thicker with it, if I'd had a little bit more, I think it's every bit as good as the spray and bed liners that I've seen that are done with, you know, pressurized air versus this is aerosol. I think it came out really good. I'm stoked about it. This is not black. This is, I forget what they call this color. It's basically gray. I don't know, I'll put it in the remarks. But I'm super happy with it. It came out good. It takes a long time to tape it off. It took me probably 2 hours to tape everything really good. And I have to say that I taped up the whole front of the truck and everything. I would highly recommend that. And the reason why that plastic had tacky spots on it when I was taking it off, which to me tells me that if I hadn't covered the whole front of the truck, that tacky stuff would be on the truck. So I would recommend taping off the whole cap, the whole front of the truck. Don't go try to do it with less than that. After taping off the whole back, it wasn't that big of a deal. Definitely tape off the whole front of the truck. But it's all in, looks great. I'll just do a quick shot when I've got the toolbox back in, or in. All right, the spray-in bed liner is done. This is the Raptor protective coating, and the swing case toolbox is installed. This whole thing, it took me about 3.5 hours. Now I didn't move at a very fast pace. I'm working outside. It was kind of windy earlier. The plastic was blowing around. I really took my time with taping the truck off. And these lines. This is 2 cans of spray. I would say you really ideally want 3. And if I do this again, I'll probably do 4. I really love the product. I wish I had just had more of it. I wish I had made it a little thicker, but this will do the job. I'm happy with it. We'll see how it holds up in the long run. I'm going to do a bed carpet in the bottom. I was just waiting to get this done and get the toolbox installed. Yeah, the toolbox literally took 10 minutes to install. That was super quick and easy. And you can see how that integrated with, and it's nice because that liner was still tacky when I put that on, so that'll definitely not be rattling or making any noises. But there it is, all done. Raptor protective coating, looking good. I'm super happy with it. I don't think for being a spray aerosol it's really compromising the quality of the finish. It came out really good. I will just tell you that it takes a long time to tape everything off, especially if you have a tonneau cover. I would use 2 rolls of masking tape, full-length rolls of masking tape, and I used 2 large sheets of plastic. These are 9 by 12. I used 2 of those. I cut one in half, and I went down one side of the truck and met in the middle, and I went down the other side of the truck and met in the middle, and I took the other one and covered the front of the truck. And I thought that was adequate. And again, that front one was tacky when I pulled it off, so cover the whole truck if you're going to do this. All right, that's it. Okay, so lastly, just real quick, this is Baysalt Gray is this color. Baysalt Gray. I think I'm going to be happy with it in the long run. It's probably easier to keep clean than black. A carpet is going in the bottom, so this is really just going to show along the sides anyways, and it was just to protect like handlebars from scratching up the factory pin and that sort of thing. So Baysalt Gray is the color. Raptor protective coating. I like it. I'm super happy with it. You can see the Baysalt Gray and then the factory silver paint there, and then the black of the tonneau cover. I think it looks sharp.